hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Citizen channel and our regular feature. That was the week that was. I was going to look back at the Chelsea League game and the Newcastle League game. One good, one not so good. So, yeah, on the 8th of May and the 14th of May. So, our little feature, our little family-friendly quiz, 21 questions. We've got a little wild card question today. Guess the ground. I got to know your old grounds today. So there's a one for you to have a go at today. And please, 10 questions on the Chelsea game and 10 questions on the Newcastle game. And lots of image questions as well. So hope you enjoy it. Anyway, please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications for all my city vlogs, all different things. And if you look at the playlist, you'll see some stuff on my film and TV channel as well. So if that's of any interest, have a pop over there. Or if you know someone who might be interested in it, please point them in my direction. I'll be very grateful. Let me know my new score. There's 24 points up for grabs with this today. Let us know how many you get. That'd be fantastic. I'm sure someone will get 24 somewhere, but we've got close a few times with people, but not quite there. Please, all comments on City. It doesn't have to be this quiz, it could be anything you want. And obviously, if you do enjoy it, please give us a thumbs up. It's nice to get views, but it's nice to get thumbs up as well. Right, let's get on with the quiz. You can do it in real time. I'll leave a little bit of a gap between the questions, or of course you can just do it, pause it and have a think. Don't go checking Google though, because I give you all the answers at the end, so there's no need to do anything like that. So you can play on your own or with mates or whatever, and even turn it into a drinking competition. Who knows what you can do with it, but please yourself. It's there for you to dissect and mess around with. Right, on to the questions. Right, question 1. This is from the Chelsea game now. We're talking the Chelsea defeat, aren't we, at the Etihad, unfortunately. Mendy, yeah, here we go. We've got to spot the ball. So Mendy's sort of wondering where it is, isn't he? Not for the first time. So there you go. Is it A, B, C or D? So Mendy's in search of that ball, but where is it? Question 2, here you go, a little bit about Chelsea. What year did Chelsea win their first major trophy? I don't really particularly want to know what it was. I mean, just what was the first year they actually won their first major trophy? Was it 1925, 1935, 45 or 1955? So what year did Chelsea, the most famous club in the world, a lot more famous than us, bigger than us and more famous than us, of course, what year did they win their first trophy? 1925, 35, 45 or 1955? Right, the next one, there you go, little image. Who's that? Who's been floored? I think the old team was floored that day, wasn't it? But who's been floored on that? Who's been floored on that image? Can you recognise who it is? Not going to give you any clues. Question 4, yeah, this is a link now. Who links the clubs? He links City and Chelsea in some way. He was at Chelsea from 2005 to 2010, and then he was at City from 2012 to 2015. So who are we talking about? He was at Chelsea from 2005 to 10, and from City from 2012 to 2015. Still knocking about now, and you see him quite a lot, and certainly hear from him quite a lot on Twitter and places like that. Question 5, there we go. There's the old familiar lineup for the Chelsea game. Sometimes these are harder the longer ago they are, obviously. But who's missing from the lineup and who's missing from the subs bench? So there we go. We've got who's missing from the lineup and who's missing from the subs bench on that team to face Chelsea. Not the strongest team we've ever played, but hey, there you go. That was question 5. 2 points up for grabs with that one. Question 6, yeah, Chelsea played in their home kit for this game. What is the main colour of their second kit? The shirt of their second kit. So obviously they played in their home kit for this one. But what is the main colour? What sort of colour is it? You know, within reason. If you get close, I think we've got the cleaners in next door. So what colour's their second kit? Not the third kit, the second kit. Yeah, question 7, nice easy one there. Who's that pixelated in the picture? Who's been pixelated for question 7? That nice easy one, just to give you an extra point. I know you're not desperate for the points. Who's been pixelated? And another easy one. Oh, they're getting easier, these. I'm giving you a chance to get a full house this week. The Chelsea badge. Yeah, the Chelsea badge. Which animal is featured in the centre of that badge. It's easy when you see it. I bet sometimes you think, I probably would have struggled actually. You know, you can sort of picture it in your mind, but there you go. Right, question 9. Yeah, between 1989 and 1991, so we're going back a bit. You have to have a bit of generals, so we're going back over 30 years. Chelsea sported the logo of a computer manufacturer on their shirts. Which computer manufacturer was it? 89, 91. So who were the sponsors? Which computer manufacturer sponsored Chelsea? I might have just remembered that one. Question 10. Yeah, Marcus Alonso has been at Chelsea for 5 years. I mean, but in one way or another, it always seems as though he's been around for a long, long time. It just seems to have been there for 20, 30 years. Or it just seems a long, long time with Marcus Alonso. It might just be me, but there you go. You might know anyway. But yeah, how old is he? How old is Marco Alonso as at May 2021? How old is he? I'll give you a chance. I'll give you 4 options. He's either 30, 31, 32 or 33. So you got a 1 in 4 chance. Just think how old he might be. Say, he does have that feeling that he's been around forever to me. That's question 10. So that's your last question on the Chelsea game. And the wildcard question. There we go. We've got a picture on the screen, a great black and white image there of what ground is it? What ground's that? I've been to that. Oh, how many times did I go there? Probably about 3 times, I think. Obviously, it doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, that's one of the great old grounds. One of the great old grounds. That Northern. I'll give you a clue. Northern old grounds, but you probably got it anyway. That's question 11. Right, we'll get on to the. Who we're playing now? Yeah, Newcastle. We only played them yesterday. I've already forgot. We get on to the Newcastle questions now. Yeah, question 12. According to the Premier League handbook, what is the current capacity of St James's Park? I'll give you leeway within 1,000. So if you're 1,000 under, 1,000 over, I'll give you that. But according to the Premier League handbook, what is the current capacity of St James's Park? He keeps saying they'll extend it if he gets to. They get in the top 6, doesn't he? That's one of his little things, Ashley, isn't it? If you get in the top 6, they'll extend it to 60-odd thousand. But yeah, I think he's sort of playing it quite safe there, isn't he? That was question 12. Question 13, spot the ball. There we go. What a goal. What a fantastic goal. But where is it? Is it A, B, C or D? Where's the ball on its trajectory over that keeper and into the net? Fantastic goal. So there, spot the ball, question 13. Yeah, it's quite hard, that one. I think it might be easy though. It might be the least one you expect. Who knows? Right, question 14. Who links the 2 clubs? So who links City and Newcastle? He was at Newcastle between 1993 and 1995, and he was at City between 2005 and 2006. So not very long, but it was at both clubs. So Newcastle between 1993 and 1995. Not really that long either, was it really? And he was at City 2005, 2006. So who links the 2 clubs? Who played for the 2 clubs? It is a player, I'll give you that. Question 15, yeah, another who's missing from the squad. So the squads are up there for the Newcastle game. Depending when you're doing this, it's probably newer in your memory than the Chelsea game was. So who's missing from that squad? So who's missing from the starting 11? And who's missing from the subs bench? 2 points up for grabs, of course. That's question 15. Question 16. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Since the inception of the Premier League, Newcastle have been part of it for all but 3, 5 or 7 of its seasons. So since the Premier League came into being, Newcastle have been part of it for all the time, apart from 3, 5 or 7 of its seasons. So I would guess yeah. So which one of those? You got 1 in 3 chance if you're not sure. So how many seasons have actually been out of the Premiership since it became the Premier League? Question 16 and question 17. Yeah, who's that? Who's that on the image? Another, I think one of the easier ones, I think, with that one. I think so. It's not overly difficult, I don't think. But who's that? Who's that in the picture? Question 17 and question 18. We've got true or false now. True or false? Of course, Newcastle, we all know, don't we? I mean, I don't have to tell you a nickname, the Magpies, of course, yeah. But in modern times, over the last, certainly over the last 20 years, they've adopted a second sort of nickname has been picked up by the fans and in more recent times. And it's actually the Barcodes. There you go. Is this true or false? So, yeah, say we know them as the Magpies, but obviously in this day of technology, from how long Barcode's been around, it must have been around for a long time now, must be 30 years at least. So that's their other more modern nickname now. They can like to be called either the Barcodes or the Magpies. So is that true or false? Is it a true or false statement? Question 18. You got a 50-50 chance, haven't you, on that one? Question 19, there you go, the missing word round. The missing word in the tweet this time. So obviously it's a tweet by Mr. Aki, isn't it? So yeah, he's saying there, he goes on to say other things, but at the start of that paragraph, my blank game, but happy with the 3 points. There you go. Not my blank game, but happy with the 3 points. So what's Mr. Nathan Aki, the missing word in the tweet. Not my blank game, but happy with the 3 points. So what's the missing word in that tweet? I don't think he swears, so it's not a swear word. Yeah, this is a good one. This is worth 2 points. And I think they are still called it now, whether they're called an end or a stand or whatever it is. But you'll know what I mean when I ask it. Newcastle, of course, traditionally have two ends, like most football grounds have two ends, of course, because of the shape of the pitch. But what were they known as? What were they known at over the years? So what's the name of the two ends or the two stands or whatever? Two very famous names. And I've stood in one of them a couple of times and been kicked out of one of them once. I've been kicked out of it once as well. But there you go. That's another story. So what are Newcastle's two ends called of the ground? Not the sides, the ends. And question 21, the final one, of course. A nice easy one if you watch your football. Who are Newcastle's current shirt sponsors? So who currently sponsors, whose name's emblazoned against the shirt? So a total of 24 points up for grabs there, guys. Right, we'll get on with the answers now. Here we go. Back to the Chelsea game on the 8th of May. Yeah, Mendy wonders where it's gone. Well, he didn't have to wonder very long, did he? Because it's obviously at B. There you go. So Mendy's ball's at B. Sounds rude, doesn't it? So the answer's B. Give yourself a point for that. Question 2. Yeah, what year did Chelsea win their first major trophy? Well, it was the league title, and it was in 1955. Hey, plenty of history. I mean, they've done all right since, haven't they? No discredit to him, but yeah, 1955, 51 years after we first won our first major title. And don't let them convince you it wasn't. The FA Cup was just as big as the League Cup, the league title, for a long time. Certainly in my youth, it was just as important to us the fans. So don't have that sort of taken from you. And there we go. Who's been flawed? Question 3. Yeah, well, obviously that's he might appear a couple of times in these answers. That's Nathan Aki, of course. Who's been flawed? So that's him on the floor, Mr. Nathan Aki. That's all right. I mean, I should have left his hair and just blanked his face out. You would have been all right then, wouldn't you? Question 4, yeah, who's a link at Chelsea from 2005 to 10 and at City from 2012 to 15? Of course, it was the wonderful, fantastic, big fan of City still and other clubs, QPR, etc. on Twitter. He sort of gets behind all his ex-clubs. Of course, it's Scott Sinclair, yeah. So Chelsea 2005 to 10 and City 12 to 15. Who's missing from the lineup? As I said, yeah, because as it gets longer, you tend to forget. But of course, again, that guy we mentioned earlier, Nathan Aki's missing from the starting 11, and the wonderful my hero, my namesake Bernardo's missing from the subs bench. That's question 5. So give yourself 2 points. You got both of them. You only got 1. Give yourself 1 point. Question 6. Yeah, Chelsea played in the home kit against us, but as you can see from those shirts there, it's a sort of very light blue, isn't it? Very faded, very pale blue. So that is, if you just said blue, I'll give you that. But you wouldn't normally have a second kit that's blue. If your first kit's blue as well, isn't it? But there are shades of blue, aren't there? But yeah, so if you said a light blue or a pale blue, give yourself a point for that, or even sky blue. I don't know, it's too pale for sky blue, isn't it? But that's their second kit, so there's no point in wearing that, was there? Question 7, yeah, who's pixelated? That's quite an easy one, wasn't it? Of course, it's Raheem. Question 7. Question 8. Yeah, the Chelsea badge has which animal on it? Well, there you go. There's the image. He's holding a staff. I've never seen a lion holding a staff, but there you go. He is on the Chelsea badge. But then again, there's a lot of coats of arms with things like that on it, so I don't know why I said that, but it's strange, isn't it? But hey, there you go. So it's a lion. That's the answer I was looking for. Question 9. Yeah, between 89 and 91, Chelsea sported the logo of a computer manufacturer. Of course, it was Commodore, wasn't it? I was a Spectrum lad myself. I didn't really like the Commodore that much, but there you go. They had Commodore on the shirts between 89 and 1991. So the answer was Commodore. Question 10, yeah, Marcus Alonso. Yeah, it's a bit of a thingy question, that. As I said, it was just because I just saw him. I thought, how old is he? I just thought to myself, because he seems to have been around for a long time. But he's actually... he's 30 as of May 2021. He's not 31 till the 28th of December. So so there you go. He's actually 30. So I would have put him older. I would have probably put him 32, 33. But there you go. He's actually only 30 as of May 2021. There you go. Guess the ground, fantastic. But there you go. As I said, I've been at about 3 times, I think. I always found it an okay place to go. Never had any real trouble at Bolton. Obviously, I've been to the new ground as well. But of course, it's Burnden Park, isn't it? The once home of Bolton Wanderers there. That's a sort of more modern update of it with the supermarket in the corner. I think I'm fairly sure I might have gone when there wasn't a supermarket in the corner, but I can't remember now. I can't remember what year that was put up. I might be totally wrong there. Anyway, that's question 11. So if you said Burnden Park, give yourself a point for that. Question 12, yeah. According to the Premier League handbook, the current capacity of St James's Park is 52,305. So if you said 51,305 or 53,305, give yourself a point if you got within 1,000 of that. Question 13, yeah, well, we know where the ball's going, don't we? But yeah, as at that image, it's right in the corner there, isn't it? It's the letter A, so it's it could have been at least 2 of the others, couldn't it? I mean, I threw one in a sort of bit lower down, which I thought you probably wouldn't pick up on, but tried to throw you a wobbler with the question, but hey, there you go. So if you said A, give yourself a point. Yeah, another who links the club, City Newcastle. It was at Newcastle 93 to 95 and City to 2005-06. Just a few games at City. Yes, he played 22 games for City and scored 9 goals. And he played 77 games for Newcastle and scored 55 goals. That's quite impressive. Of course, we're talking Andy Cole, aren't we? Obviously links to 2 clubs. Question 14. And question 15, who's missing from the squad? So yeah, another couple of points up for grabs if you get both. Yeah, a bit easier this if you're doing this not long after the game. Of course, Garcia's the guy in the lineup, and Laporte is the guy on the subs bench who's missing. Sometimes the subs are harder. We don't take much notice of the subs, do we? Well, I write them down, but obviously you sort of forget about them. Question 16, yeah, since the inception of the Premier League, Newcastle have been part of it for all but 3. Yeah, 3 seasons. That surprised me. I thought it'd be a bit higher than that. I mean, they've always been. They do spend a lot of time fighting against being in the bottom 3, etc., and getting relegated. But yeah, it did surprise me. So just if you said 3, give yourself a point. So that's only 3 seasons that they've not actually been part of the Premier League as it was rebranded. There we go. Question 17, of course. Well, again, appearing a little bit, and I don't think we'll be. Well, I'll let him appear a couple of times because he's probably on his way. He's on his way, isn't he? So we won't be able to feature him again in future episodes unless he's playing for the opposition, of course. And of course, that's Eric Garcia on the image there. Question 18. Yeah, true or false? Yeah, I mean, there you go. In modern times, obviously the barcodes has become also a nickname as well as the magpies. What a load of rubbish I spout on. So of course it's false. I mean, we do laughingly call them the barcodes, but if you there's certainly Newcastle haven't picked up on that as a nickname. We do call them the barcodes. I don't think it's a nasty thing to call them, but there you go. I mean, but it's certainly not in any way established as a second nickname to the magpies. So yeah, the statement was actually false, so give yourself a point if you said false. Question 19, yeah, the missing word in the tweet, not my blank is, of course, not my best game, but happy with all 3 with the 3 points. There you go. So Nathan Aki, yeah, not my best game, but happy with the 3 points. Yeah, not your best, mate. Question 20, yeah, the 2 ends. There you go. Well, obviously the more popular end, where all the scarves and the fan, but they did have both. They sort of had fans in both ends, like a lot of clubs. City used to do that, didn't we? Remember when the North Stand was built, and a lot of people went in there, and even when it turned to seats many years, it sort of competed with the Kippax to sing all the songs as well. But yeah, they of course had the Gallagate end, which is where I spent some time and been kicked out, etc., etc. And they had the Leazers. I've never went in the Leazers. Of course, the Leazers end up the far end. Obviously, not a massive stand, but quite impressive looking, wasn't it? With fans getting behind the club. So there you go. 2 points if you got both of those. And the last one, who are Newcastle's current shirt sponsors? Well, yeah, it's a betting company, isn't it? It seems all to be these days. And it's Fun88, of course, so the current Newcastle United sponsors. There you go, 24 points. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, as I say, let me know. Just say you did okay or you did rubbish. That's all right. But if you want to share the points with me, what you got, just that'd be fantastic. Hope you enjoyed that anyway, and had a bit of fun with that. Anyway, please check out all my other City stuff, loads of different things there, and I will hopefully see you all again very soon. Whatever you're going to do yesterday, have a good one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps you have a flick across. Have a look at my film and TV channel. All I ever ask you to do is please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.